Hi, and welcome to B.A.D Triathlon. My name is Matthew, I'm the Bang Average Dad, and this is my video series tracking my progress to Ultraman Florida 2024. Throughout the week I'm going to be putting out a vlog that's going to track my journey behind the scenes. Not a training session, but basically what a stay-at-home dad does to get ready for an Ultraman, going behind the scenes of my food, my rest, and my training. Now, because my first agenda is Ironman 70.3 New York this weekend, this week's going to be a taper week. So we're going to have light sessions throughout the week. So you're going to see my taper, starting today with a swim and a bike. So I hope you enjoy the video series, and thanks for watching. So I dropped the kids at school. I packed all the lunches. Everything is done in that department. I'm going to head off to the swimming pool now to do an easy, probably 2,200 yards, just of short sessions, 50s and 100s. It's a taper week, so I want to keep swimming, but I also have a cold, which I'm battling. It's not just a very mild one, and it's raining outside, so I'll just head down the pool. Probably 45 minutes it'll take me to do that in the water, and then I'll head back. What I drink is this Noon. This is the immunity one. I just pop that in a water bottle and just sip on it while I swim the laps. I prefer it over plain water. So we'll head down the pool now, and I'll see you soon.
Si tú quieres, vámonos ya. Tú sabes que me gustas tú. Y cuando tú me quieras besar, yo dejo que me beses. No te vayas a enamorar. Yo sé que es lo que quieres tú. Me gustas pero todo normal. A ti te gusta que yo te llame. Yo quiero de eso. Ay, baby, dame. Yo soy tu amiga y tú mi amigo. Oh, no. A ti te gusta que yo te llame. Quiero de eso. Ay, baby, dame. Yo soy tu amiga y tú mi amigo. Oh, no. Yo sé que te gusta. 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 Si tú quieres, vámonos ya. Tú sabes que me gustas tú. Y cuando tú me quieras besar, yo dejo que me beses. No te vayas a enamorar. Yo sé que es lo que quieres tú. Me gustas pero todo normal. A ti te gusta que yo te llame. Yo quiero de eso. Ay, baby, dame. Yo soy tu amiga y tú mi amigo. Oh, no. A ti te gusta que yo te llame. Quiero de eso. Ay, baby, dame. Yo soy tu amiga y tú mi amigo. Oh, no. Yo sé que te gusta. 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 Si tú quieres, vámonos ya. Tú sabes que me gustas tú. Y cuando tú me quieras besar, yo dejo que me beses. No te vayas a enamorar. Yo sé que es lo que quieres tú. Me gustas pero todo normal. A ti te gusta que yo te llame. Yo quiero de eso. Ay, baby.
So I'm back from the gym now. The swim was pretty good. I did feel a bit fatigued with the cold. I could sense it mainly in the longer sets. Just that sense of your muscles are a bit not firing properly, but I managed to get through the set okay. It's only 2,200 yards, which these days is a bit short. But as I say, I'm in the taper week, so I don't want to go doing anything stupid. I can do lots of damage, but I can't get much benefit between now and Saturday. Just got to keep moving properly. So normally I come home, I'll have a coffee, but my wife is working from home today, so she's a Starbucks fan, so she went and got me my morning coffee. My basically it's chore time, so you can probably see this house is a pigsty. I have to clean everything up. This boy needs to go for a walk, and also because it's Monday, I have to do some meal prep. So I generally prep all my meals on a Monday, and I keep them in frozen boxes, and I can just pull them out. As you'll see, I eat the same thing pretty much every day, so it's a pretty easy task. I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so all I do is, this is the bowl from the rice cooker. I zero the measurement, and then I use two products. One is this Caribbean sorghum grain, which I get from Amazon. It's like about, I think, $7 or $8 for this bag. And the other one is just a simple organic brown rice from Whole Foods. So this is 45 grams per serve, and this is 40. So what I do is I'm making 6 serves today because I make my normal 5. But because my wife is home, she wants to eat as well, so I'm going to make 6 serves. So I just measure this to 240. This is going to give me about, I'll fill this probably to 5 cups. At least 5 cups. Normally if I cook white rice, I measure it properly for the water, but because I've done this so many times, I can just sort of tell by looking at it how much water I should be putting in. So that's 240, so I just click to zero it again. This one's 45 times 6 is going to be about 270. So this is 0, so I just keep pouring until it says 270. It's probably going to finish this bag, I'm guessing. I have to get some more. So you can see a tiny little bit left, so I did pretty well with measuring this bag. It's at 270, I just chucked it in. So it's a little bit extra. I don't mind putting in extra because when I divvy it up later, I always lose some. I buy these bowls, which I don't recommend, from Amazon. They're total crap because once they freeze, the plastic gets really brittle and snaps easily. So I bought like, I think 20. I'm down to like 4 or 5 of them left. Just nice for the week, but then I'm going to be changing to something more substantial. So just mix that around. I'm going to fill that up to probably 5 cups, 6 cups, and turn it on. And while that's running, I'm going to head to Whole Foods and pick up a salad for dinner and some pieces for my lunch as well. So I'll see you back to cook this soon. So I'm back from Whole Foods. You're not allowed to film in there, so I couldn't show that. The security guy followed me around like I'm stealing shit, so I had to turn my camera off as soon as I got there. Is it just came back? As you can see, my rice is done. But as we look here, looks pretty good. So what I do is I'm going to divide this up into 6. What I would normally do is I weigh how much this costs, how much this weighs. I can't remember now, and then I put each individual one on the scale and make sure I get it perfect. But I didn't write it down this time, so I'm going to have to guesstimate. So I'll just put this over here for a minute. I'm doing 6, which is going to be that's 6 serves. It's going to be 2 today because my wife wants lunch, and another 4 for other days during the week. I don't necessarily eat it every day because sometimes I have leftovers for dinner, so I'll eat that, but I keep them frozen, so it only takes a couple of minutes to pull them out and unfreeze them. So what we want to do, I'll just get 4. I'll just use the old rice spoon to guesstimate. You can see that looks pretty good. It's nice and fluffy. So split it down the middle, then do thirds, something like that. So it's about a spoon each. 1, 2, 3. There's actually a lot here. I think I might have got it wrong. So I normally have like just one of these black things. So I'll just top these up a little bit. I'm going to do one more because there's a lot of rice in here. I might actually do 2 more. Let's see how we go. That'll do. So I've done 5. So the rest of it is for my lunch, and I'll show you how I cook that in a second. As I say, my lunch is pretty much the same every day. So what I do is I have the rice. I usually make it as a fried rice. And then I add some protein, and I usually have half an avocado as fat. So protein is shrimp today. Just dump that on there. It's shrimp today because I forgot to take something out. Normally I eat probably 90% fish, but I forgot to defrost the fish today, so shrimp defrost the fastest. Put some olive oil on there, some pepper, and I'll let that cook, stir fry until they're pretty much cooked, and then I'll just chuck the rice in. So you can see that these prawns are pretty much close to done. So now I'm going to take all that rice and dump it in. That's multiple serves because I'm cooking for 2 people. And then I like to throw some eggs in there. These are always organic eggs from Costco because I'm paranoid about eggs and antibiotics. So I also love this stuff from Trader Joe's. So like an all-purpose Japanese seasoning. So I'll pour some of that over. And then give that a good mix together. So the egg goes all through the rice, so you don't actually just eat egg. So you can see there's a decent amount of protein in there. And when it's done, I'll top it off with, again, Trader Joe's, this crunchy chili onion. Just a bit on the side is really good. So I just stir that for a while, maybe 4 or 5 minutes until it's done. And then I'll add an avocado. So you can see this is the rice, all ready to go in the freezer. That's 2, 4, 5 packets. I'm not going to show you my dinner tonight because it's pretty ordinary. It's this piece of sockeye salmon, wild caught salmon, that I will grill for 4 people. That's 2 kids and 2 adults. And I'll just put this salad kit that I got from Whole Foods will go with the dinner. This is the finished product. There's a fair bit of carb in there. It probably looks like a lot in the picture, but it comes out at about 600 to 700 calories for this meal. I like to front end load my carbs because I do an 18-6 fast. So I'll fast for 18 hours and then eat between about 12 to 6 or 12:30 to 6:30. I'll take the carbs earlier in the day, and dinner tends to be lighter. And I'll drink probably 3 glasses of water with my lunch, and then relax for about an hour. The new Walking Dead Daryl Dixon episode is out, so I'll just bum around on the couch, and then I'll get ready for the bike. So I'll see you on the bike. So I finished an excellent episode of The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. Now I've got to do 1 hour spin on the bike. This is just going to be casual zone 2. As I say, Mondays is just, usually I have big weekends, so Mondays is just easing back into it, recovery. I'll give you a quick tour of my pain cave. If we head downstairs. So my bike here, I'll go over the details of my bike on another episode, but I always cast onto the screen. This is Google Chromecast from my PC over here. So we want to start up Zwift. I think it's running. I always spin in Tempest Fugit because I don't want any unexpected hills or have to do any extra work. It's just a constant zone 2 spin. If I'm doing something which has a little bit of tempo, then I'll find something that has hills in it. But this is more about just spinning the legs and getting some recovery going. Just while that starts up, I'm going to play some music. So over here is one of my pride and joys, the CD player. I picked up the CD player for like $25 delivered on eBay. And the amplifier's from my father-in-law. It's about 30, 40 years old. So he gave it to me and I keep using it. Today I'm going to be spinning this. It's an Australian band called the Super Jesus. So that's what we're going to listen to while we spin for an hour. Enjoy.
this ride's just winding down now. I've got a couple of minutes left. I probably overpowered a bit. I'm probably 10 or 20 watts over what I was targeting, but I get sucked in by the skirmishes on these roads when I don't do a structured workout. So I didn't calculate my time correctly, and I got to go and pick up my daughter in 6 minutes, so I won't have time to shower. So I'm going to show up at her school all stinky, pick her up, it's only 2 blocks away, and come back, and then I'll have my recovery shake then. The ride's not too bad. I try and do these 5 or 6 days a week. Just 1 hour in zone 2 just to build the mileage, make the legs realise that they have to work. It's not too taxing on the system either, but I have noticed a big improvement in my cycling by adding the miles like this. I generally, in my training, try and aim for like a 90-10 structure. So I do 90% in low effort or low zone, and the 10% will be high effort. So tomorrow will be a high effort day on Tuesday, and then I'll really start to wind down towards the race on Saturday. In terms of taper, this will be my 7th 70.3, and I've learnt that I function much better off shorter tapers. I see some people talk about 2-week tapers. For me, that's ridiculous. But I try and cut out my huge efforts. So Friday I did a 12-mile run, and then I did this 1-hour bike, and then I rest Saturday, Sunday, and now I'm back at it today. Friday I'll drive up there, but that's the end of my ride. It's time to get my daughter, and my workouts for the day are finished.